So I've had this video idea for some time now, but I just couldn't think of how to bring it all together. Obviously, everyone has their own opinion on their favorite game, movie, sports team, and so on. Skyrim is no different, with a lot of people enjoying their time in the world of the Elder Scrolls, but there are also those that cannot stand the idea of Skyrim, and then there are those who have the spiciest of red hot takes you will ever see in gaming. And what is up guys, Andrew from the Denman here, and today I want to take a look at some hot takes for the Elder Scrolls V Skyrim. I hope you guys find this enjoyable because I would like to make this somewhat of a series, so if you are excited, make sure you hit that like button and comment your hot takes on Skyrim, Fallout, or any other gaming franchise you choose. I will be sticking to the Elder Scrolls universe in this video, but with that being said, we have a lot to go over, so sit back, grab that bottle of Hunting Brew mead, and let's get right into today's video. Our first one comes from the land of Reddit with a very interesting take on the return to your roots quest found in Blackreach. This person really thought they could get away with saying collecting 30 Crimson Nirnroot plants is a good quest. I'm gonna sell it straight out the door and far, far away from wherever I am. I don't know what it is about this quest that makes me even despise returning to Blackreach, even if it is one of the coolest looking locations in Skyrim. If I had to compare this quest to another in the game, it would have to be having to collect all of the stones of Baron Zaya, and honestly, I'd rather do that instead. That might be a hot take in itself, but after doing the quest once, I can't find myself ever doing it again in another playthrough, and I can't even recommend newcomers to waste their time with it, so let's move on. Our next one goes as follows. Both colleges in Skyrim leave a lot to be desired, but especially the Bard's College. I'm going to buy this for more than one reason, but starting off, especially in the Bard's College's case, at the end of it all, you should have been able to become one and play in taverns around Skyrim and make money off of that. I can only imagine what a small feature like this would have done for the game, and I know what you're gonna say. There are mods out there that do exactly that, but sometimes I like to enjoy the game just in its vanilla version, and the Bard's College definitely has a lot of missed potential. In the College of Winterhold's case, it doesn't so much seem like a college other than another questline to complete and become the leader of. It especially is weird when you can go through the entire storyline without learning anything but the basic spells and then becoming the Archmage at the end of it all. So at the end of the day, I agree wholeheartedly with this take for both of these factions. This next one up I can get behind a little bit, but I think there are some glaring issues with it. This person enjoyed the Civil War and liked acting like an essential part to choosing which side won. Like I said, I'm gonna buy this slightly because even though I do find the questline enjoyable to a certain extent, knowing of what it could have been just makes it feel like a hollowed out version with what we got. Mods have been revamping the Civil War questline for years, and it really is just tough to think what could have been. I mean, seriously, I do enjoy it. Playing through the Siege of Whiterun or whichever capital you choose is a lot of fun, but at the end of the day, there's no real consequence because you can't lose. The Civil War could have been this intricately designed storyline that takes us through the province of Skyrim, either destroying the Stormcloak Rebellion or ridding these lands of the Empire. Instead, we got a couple of great sieges filled in by miscellaneous Take the Fort quest. This next one, I can't even get behind it for any reason. And I quote, Lydia is the best follower. Sell this one that doesn't make sense to me whatsoever. If you're talking about from a gameplay perspective, there are easily better options out there. A good example would be Serana. If you're talking about from a story perspective, she literally has no backstory, but that is like most followers in the game. So I'm not really sure how this one came to be, but maybe next time keep this take to yourself. Now this next one is a little more reasonable with saying that Dwemer ruins are amazing. I can buy this because in my opinion they're the best out of the dungeon types in the game. Nordic ruins don't really compare and small caves are just, well, small caves, so can't really do much with that either. I think for the most part Dwemer ruins get a bad rep just because of the quest that takes you into Blackreach. This can be quite time consuming, but overall the Dwemer have some of the best dungeons in the game and nobody can tell me otherwise. I can appreciate this next one because I love the player homes in Skyrim, as you can see from the many videos I have on them. But this one says that Lakeview is the worst one out of the Hearthfire homes. I'm gonna buy this one as well because I think that people just love Lakeview because it is the only one that they usually get in a playthrough. So as we all know, there are 3 of them out there with Lakeview and Falkreath, Winstead and Morthal, and Heljarchen and Dawnstar. To me, Heljarchen is the best of the 3 just from location. I love how it is overlooking the Whiterun Plains and just the overall vibe to it. Winstead isn't far behind just because personally I love the idea of a house overlooking a swamp, so yes, I can get behind Lakeview being the worst. Don't get me wrong, I can still enjoy it for what it is, but personally I like the others more just on location really. This next one is going to be very controversial because I'm sure there are people on both sides of this topic. So this person says that the Elder Scrolls Online is a waste of time and money that should have been spent on the Elder Scrolls VI. So personally, I'm going to sell this one for one specific reason. The people that made ESO are not the ones in charge of making Skyrim, Fallout, and now Starfield. But that doesn't mean it wasn't a big reason why we haven't seen the Elder Scrolls VI yet. I'm sure Bethesda Game Studios already had a good idea in their mind when Elder Scrolls Online was being made what the timetable for TES 6 would be, and ESO would be a good bridging point for people still looking for their Elder Scrolls fix. But even if all of that was the case, I think there's still a lot of enjoyment for the online MMO that can be had, so I don't think it was a waste of time either way. So yes, I'm gonna sell this no matter what. ESO has had its moments for me and can be an enjoyable experience, but what do you guys think? Drop a comment with your thoughts. What about the people out there that think killing Paarthurnax is the right choice? This is an entirely spicy hot take in its own right. It's kind of interesting to me that more than 10 years after the game has been released, people are still debating on whether ending Paarthurnax is the best course of action or not. I mean, don't get me wrong, I have done this probably in my first playthrough just to see where it goes, but after that, I can't exactly see what the reason behind it would be. As you can tell, I'm gonna sell this. Paarthurnax has done nothing but help the Dragonborn and wants to overcome his primal nature of being a dragon. The Blades, on the other hand, I can't really say the same, and to me, Delphine is completely wrong in wanting to go through with it. This next one I can actually get behind because to me, this has been an enjoyable experience for Skyrim. So this person says that the Anniversary Edition was a good call and didn't go too far with what it is. I'm going to buy this take. Anniversary Edition has given me countless more hours for Skyrim and is some of my favorite content in the game right now. It brought with it 74 new pieces of content ranging from quests, new weapons, and my favorite, new houses. They added a number of new ways to enjoy the game as well, like fishing, farming, and brand new builds to the game with armor sets like the Divine Crusader. I don't really see any negatives to this. If you wanted a reason to return to the world of Skyrim, Anniversary Edition can give you just that. But if you don't want to buy the package, then you can still get free creations, like fishing and Saints and Seducers as well as a graphic boost. So yes, in my opinion, it was a good call. Our next one is going to stir up a lot of controversy because this person says that vanilla Skyrim is better than modded Skyrim. I'm actually on both sides with this because sometimes I enjoy just playing the game from start to finish without any mods, but other times weapon mods and the Creation Club have given me more reasons to come back to the game. I'm a little torn on this one, so I'm going to stick with neutral, but what do you guys think? Is vanilla Skyrim better than it being modded? The last one we're going to talk about, I can see where they're coming from, but personally don't think it has as much merit as they think. This person thinks that Skyrim has one of the worst narratives and combat systems in gaming, but is still a good game. This one is going to be a sell for me, even though at times the combat system can be a little clunky. I think for its time, it is one of the better ones in gaming. Being able to choose between different playstyles and builds while also juggling skills, shouts, and the actual weapon you are using can create some really intense fights. There's a reason so many people love to be sneak archers in the game. The way it feels very rewarding and the level of ease it takes the further into the game you get creates some of the best moments in Skyrim. From a narrative side of it, you really have to dig deep to see all that Skyrim has to offer because from a surface point of view, there isn't much, but when you really get into the crazy lore, that is what people love about Elder Scrolls games. We've gone through a lot of different ones from the homes in Skyrim, gameplay features, and the characters we interact with. What did you guys think though? Did you guys enjoy the video? Like I said earlier, I want to do more of these, so make sure you guys hit that like button and comment your favorite hot takes to be featured in the next video. We went through the Elder Scrolls games in this video, but we can do a number of different ones from Fallout, Starfield, and so much more, so it doesn't just have to be about Skyrim. Let's see if we can get a steady stream of flaming hot takes so we can continue going on with this series in the future. But with that being said, that is all for me now though, guys. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Comment any videos you want to see in the future, and I'll see you all next time.